This is a 6-week lash fill. Normally she doesn't wait this long, but things happened, so she came in for a 6-week fill, which she doesn't look too bad for waiting 6 weeks. Whenever you cleanse someone's eyelashes, you always want to do it before a full set and before a fill. When you cleanse someone's eyelashes, make sure you cleanse the lashes and you cleanse on top of the eyelid and on the bottom of the eyelid. That way when you put the eye pads on, they stick. Because if they have oil or makeup or anything like that, the eye pads will not stick very well. Keep watching for more tips and tricks while I am lashing. Now I'm going to rinse my client's eyelashes. You always want to make sure you're using distilled water. Go ahead and take a paper towel and fold it and tilt your client's head to the left if you are rinsing their left eye, and rinse it with distilled water while you catch it with the paper towel. And then go ahead and dry it with the paper towel. Then you're going to rinse the other side. And if you noticed, I turned her head the other way. That way when the water comes off her face, it doesn't just sit there, it actually rinses off the cleanser. One little pro tip to keep in mind, Bounty paper towels are the best for this. You can use other ones, but they don't soak up the water as well. After you rinse their eyes with distilled water and then you dab off the water with the paper towel, you still want to take your fan and dry the eyelashes a little bit better. Now I'm going to map the client's eyes open. You always want to map with your client's eyes open and not closed. That way you can see where their eye starts to droop and all of that stuff. I am mapping her for a modified cat eye style. The mapping pen I am using is a skin safe gel pen. You can use a Sharpie, but you want to make sure it's non-toxic. Now I am getting my eyelash eye pads out. I'm going to go ahead and put them on now. You want to make sure that you pull the client's skin down just a little bit so that you can expose the bottom lashes better. After both eye pads are on, I grab a little piece of sensitive tape and I put it on top of the eye pad if there is any bottom lashes exposed. After I am done putting on the eyelash pads and the tape, I always ask my clients if they're feeling okay and if there is anything poking. Now I am going to prime my client's natural eyelashes to make sure that there's no oil or debris. One product I love is Glue Aid. I got it from lashbox.com. It's going to help my glue work better if my humidity or my room temperature is not right. How you use it is get a clean micro swab, put a little bit on there, and then get another clean micro swab and rub them together so there's not too much liquid. Then you're going to put it on top of your eyelash extension tray like this. This was the glue I used, and these were the tweezers that I used. No matter what client I am working on, I always tape up their eyelids just a little bit to expose the natural eyelashes even better, so I can make sure that all my eyelash extensions are glued properly and they're only 0.5 to 1 millimeter away from the skin, because you don't want them too close to the skin, but you don't want them too far from the skin either, or your eyelashes will look grown out too quickly. Now I'm going to draw my mapping on my iPad. I'm drawing the lines from where I put the dots on the eyes. I always map out my eyelash sets because then I know that all my lengths are going in the same spot on each eye. This is also why I work back and forth from eye to eye. Now I'm going to start working on the eyelashes. You see me isolating a natural eyelash completely by itself because that's how you get the best retention and the best look. Another thing to keep in mind whenever you're doing eyelash extensions, you want to make sure that you isolate each natural eyelash completely by itself. For example, if you isolate a natural eyelash and you go to glue an extension on it, and there is a baby natural eyelash that gets attached to it, whenever the eyelash starts growing out, it'll hurt because natural eyelashes don't grow out at the same rate. So for example, if you put an extension on top of two natural eyelashes at the same time, one of those natural eyelashes is going to grow out faster than the other natural eyelash, and it'll start pulling, which will cause discomfort for your client. And eyelash extensions should be comfortable. They should never be uncomfortable. Unfortunately, I forgot the after video, but I will take one on her next fill.